the weirdest dream. If anybody saw the M. Night Shyamalan film, The Village, back in the day, it was almost like that. There was like some big house, and I was standing there with like a ton of other people. We were all like young, we were all like early high school age, 14 maybe. And like The Village, it was like really isolated, and they weren't allowed to have the color blue. There was like some village chief person who was actively like searching the place for the color blue. And there was a Black Panther in the dream. It was like a pet, a Black Panther, or some other kind of large black cat that was like that kind of size and powerfully built. But it had a blue collar and like a blue toy that it loved, and there was some kind of like leash that was blue. So it was like the Black Panther was allowed, but none of the Black Panther's stuff was allowed. So every time this chief person was coming over to the house, we had to scramble and get rid of anything blue. And we had to take like maps and puzzles and pictures and things of that nature that were blue, and we would hide them under the rugs and underneath of like dressers and stuff like that. Or we would take things out from under dressers and hide them in better places, you know? It was really, really crazy. And we had to hide all the blue stuff more than once during this dream. But then some weird stuff started happening. And like, there was some kind of meteor headed towards the earth. It was like way up in the sky, but you could see it getting closer and bigger. And everybody started getting superpowers. And for whatever reason, I was the person that didn't discover my abilities. It was like everybody else got theirs first, and I knew mine were coming, but I didn't know what they were or how to activate them or trigger them. So everybody else is like really enjoying their superpowers, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm being patient. Where's my powers, you know? But there was some kind of difficulty because it was really fun for everybody at first, and then people started getting like treated really poorly. I think by that chief guy. People started disappearing and getting killed. I think they were killed. At the very least, it was like a really harsh imprisonment, like almost torture situation. I got jailed up while this comet was getting closer and closer. And all the other guys were trying to deal with it. And I just found myself feeling helpless. And I feel like the symbolism here. Oh, let's get some confirmation cards. The symbolism here might be, because I've gotten a lot of my AI arts, when you zoom in on the eye, turn into a black cat. I feel like it might be symbolizing if it's the blue fire, because the blue fire represents our spirituality, our connection, our ability. If that was not allowed, and the things connected to the black cat, which is what shows up when you zoom into my eye, a suppression of gifts, or almost like a witch hunt. It was a witch hunt. Or something similar to it. But you know how things are in dreams? Sometimes they're symbolic and they're not literal. So this hunt for the color blue would have been a hunt for our tools. The cat was allowed, but the cat's purpose, or the cat's tools, accessories, were not allowed. Educational tools, tools that stimulate the brain, puzzles, books, maps, pictures. But it was really, everybody knew it was just this leader guy. It was just him that had the problem. Nobody else cared. They liked the color blue, you know? It's just that one guy. But everyone was so scared of him. Makes me wonder. I wish I could have seen a mirror. Every time I'm having a dream, I always try and look in the mirror so I know who I am in the dream. But a lot of the times, they just aren't there. It was kind of stressful. But I think the part about me not getting my abilities until after everybody else, maybe symbolic of blooming late or something like that. I have always been a bit of a late bloomer. I guess that could be it. That cat was really cute, though. Makes me want a Black Panther. But I was thinking about that last night. That could be part of it. I was thinking about the fact that I didn't make a black cat card. But I did make the Black Panther card. And, you know, it's just as good. It's still a black cat. The Black Panther card was a confirmed synchronicity from the journey as well. It's hard for those to just show up in your day-to-day, but somehow it did. I wasn't expecting it at all. Somebody predicted a Black Panther would be seen. And I was like, how am I going to see a Black Panther? You know, like, could have been from a magazine, could have been a picture on TV, could have been anything. But it wound up being a YouTube video about Black Panther. I ended up reposting it, but that was a long time ago now. I think you'd probably have trouble finding it. But that's going to become an oracle card, a Black Panther. I definitely do not want to go back to a village kind of dream, like having to hide things like that spontaneously and live in that kind of stress. I can only imagine, you know. It must have been like that during World War II as well. But the witch era, high stakes, no hiding places. Thanks for watching, everybody. Just dream time.